We met in spring. I was out for a walk and came across a quaint farmer's market beside a country road. The flowers were blooming, and somewhere among the daffodils I heard a laugh chime out like bells through the fresh April air. And that's when I saw her, hair adorned with freshly picked primroses, dancing to a tune seemingly only she could hear. I let my gaze linger, and when she met it I flushed pink as the tulips that lay before her. She wasted no time floating towards me, tucking a single primrose behind my ear. She took my hand and led me into summer, a season characterized by rosy cheeks that I tried to blame on the sun, but we both knew were caused by our close proximity. I learned that her favorite color was blue, like the sky above her hometown, and her favorite film was The Wizard of Oz because it reminded her of afternoons spent with her grandmother. She once told me her childhood dream was to become a ballerina, and to impress her I told her I was a dancer. A facade I managed to keep up until she asked me to waltz with her. I tripped over my feet and stepped on her toes, but she didn't mind. She just held me close and we spun together until the morning sun rose. Summer launched us into fall, and the colder weather drew us indoors. We spent our days in the kitchen baking bread and pies and practically any cookie recipe we could get our hands on. At night we cozied up under blankets, watching our favorite scary movies with mugs of steaming apple cider. When the holiday rolled around and trick-or-treaters came beckoning at our door, I felt my heart swell as I watched her hand out candy to kids all dolled up in their costumes. I couldn't help but daydream about how sweet she would be with children of our own. The next day I made my way over to the local jewelry store. The following week I interrupted one of our living room balls by getting down on one knee. In winter she made the most beautiful bride. Our wedding day was perfect. Snow billowed outside the chapel, making our guests rosy-cheeked and grateful for their warm seats among the pews. Wedding bells rang, reminiscent of the laugh that enchanted me all those seasons ago, and we set off to start our new life together as two halves of one whole. A true happily ever after. But in real life, happily ever afters don't exist. Sometimes walks in the summer sun require frequent breaks, and winters are cold. You do your best to ignore the bad, create the perfect love story, but you can't keep it out forever. Slowly it begins to seep back into your life, surrounding you, drowning you, and before you know it, you're left, all by yourself, just playing with dolls.